foggy out this morning. Uh, but it looks like it's going to be a fairly warm day out. Uh, yeah, looks like it's going to clear off. Not hearing them right now, but heard quite a few songbirds yesterday. Like maybe they're starting to flock back to us. Uh, yeah, we got the last year's wood pile left over. We got to get on. We got to get on that. Um, we need to burn some wood, and I've been wanting to do a video on fire for a while. Because I mean, if you smoke a pipe, you know, you can't really smoke it without fire. So I'd like to do a little history and some stuff on that. And well, I told you about the old shack here. I like to call this place the Owlhoot East. We have an Owlhoot acre in Tucson, and we're fixing to move into possibly our, Owlhoot homestead here shortly, early this spring. So I'll keep you tuned on that. But for right now, let's go inside and maybe I'll give you a tour and have a smoke. There we go. Yeah. So the friendly confines of the shack. Right now, I'm kind of focused on there's a coffee pot back there, and I'm kind of thirsty. So I'm going to put you down for just a second, and we'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, so we're going to get to the coffee here, and yeah, and well, I don't drink a lot of coffee or cappuccino anymore. I got a blood sugar problem, and drinking this morning Thunder full of caffeine tea. Caffeine's supposed to be good for diabetes, I guess, or that's what I've read and a doctor told me. But I kind of bought it like the Borkum Riff because, well, it's got a buffalo on the front of it. And what man doesn't like a good buffalo? The rest of the concoction's a little, sugar-free French vanilla coffee mate and some imitation vanilla. And actually, it's not too bad, not too bad. I get a couple sips of this in me, and once again, we'll get back to the tour. I know the suspense is killing you. All right, on with the tour. Yeah, we have all the amenities down here. We got a little TV. Yeah, got some air conditioning for when it gets really hot. But like I said, I might be jumping the gun, moving to the shack a little early. The weather's been nice, and I'm just, I got to get out of the house. And yeah, I got the popcorn machine over here. Well, who doesn't need that? Especially if, you know, you want to do some drinking. And fridge, of course, probably just seen that. Got a sink, and the story behind the sink is we used to actually sell. My wife and me used to actually sell barbecue out of here. For about 10 years, we did. We catered, and it was carry out only. We had a pretty good business, pretty good time. Met a lot of cool people. Would still do it. Just got a few health things that keep me from doing some things some days. So, but not to dwell on that. As I've said before, I got a lot of stuff. I haven't brought the plants out for the winter, for the summer, but that's where they go. I do a lot of rearranging sometimes. I haven't got all the guitars down here, and yes, I own more than two. My wife thinks that's a problem sometimes. I'm not so sure. Built this last year. It's a little, it's a desk. If you open it up, basically it's got a little top build in it, and you can pull the top out and store some stuff in it. I'd show you that one of these days, but it's kind of a handful holding on to all this stuff and doing that. Got the typewriter. Every good person that thinks he wants to write a book should have a typewriter. And this is a 1958 Smith and Corona. It's a secretarial pull one. Got it really cheap at an antique store not too long ago, and I really like it. So then we have our collection of wildlife. We won't get into that, but we got some stuff coming up with that too. Got my Boot Hill sign, and don't tell anybody, but that's actually from Boot Hill and Tombstone. I happen to know a sign guy, actually a real true sign guy that helped me out with that. I got some buddies back from the day there. It's me on the left. I'm the tall one. You can probably tell that. But That's Kurt and Monty, the infamous Monty Jones. He'll be happy that he's in a video. Stole that in Glenwood Springs at Doc Holliday's, and well, a friend of mine gave me that. And sorry about the glare. This guy used to say, well, he used to say a little cartoon caption: "Eat some more barbecue." And like I said, this was a barbecue shack for about 10 years. So got a little place to do some picking. Microphone. You can be the center of attention if you want to be. Oh, and this over here, well, yeah, my wife plays with that. No, not really. That's my granddaughter's, but I have seen my wife fool with it. Yeah, got my shelf to the gods up here. Native American stuff. Who doesn't want a good dead goat's head in their place? My wife's impressed with that. And the Outlaws. Nothing like Willie, Waylon, Jesse, and Tom Paul, right? Right on. Uh, my daughter-in-law's mother, Tammy, got me that. It's well, it's a Marito guitar player, and yeah, I'm kind of into that stuff. So, and kind of one of my heroes. I've seen this guy a lot of times. Great songwriter, kind of outspoken dude, but God bless him. And we got some Cody Canada, if you've ever heard Cross Canyon Ragweed. And there's the infamous picture of my daughter and my son with me, and well, the very short Cody Jinks. But love some Cody Jinks, man. Cool dude, very nice dude. A little leftover barbecue remnant, and well, we could light that sucker up right now. Let's light him up. Yeah, how cool is that? Yeah, I'm sure people got cooler stuff than that, but you know, whatever trips your trigger. And with that being said, and me needing another drink of my tea, let's get on with some pipe smoking, shall we? All right, now that the tour's over, we can, have a sip of our yummy sugar-free tea, because, you like sugar. Everybody. Well, I do anyway. Maybe not everybody does, but it makes my world go around. So I kind of miss it as of late. I've had to do some lifestyle changes and such. But you have days like that. I've worked very hard to get myself in this kind of health. Says the guy gonna light that. Well, the cigar I haven't smoked in a while. The wooden one, the redwood from California. If you've seen that video, so yeah, maybe we are gonna smoke it. Well, you know what a guy does in that case? Yeah, he gets a pipe down. Okay, so I'm not a quitter. Yeah, got it to light. Um, I probably should have let it beforehand since I was making a video in it. Made sure everything was packed in right. It's kind of tough to pack and get lit, but it is kind of satisfying. And I will say the taste off the tip is starting to get a little bit, well, I don't know, flavorful instead of that woody taste that I was getting the first few times that I smoked it. But yeah, so we were talking about Boot Hill and the Boot Hill sign earlier. No, it wasn't stolen, but it is from the original Boot Hill. It's probably one of the original signs from back when they opened it as a tourist trap, actually, back in the day. And uh, fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully, in doctor's permission, we're going to be heading that way in about, well, today's March 1st, probably about the 18th of the month. I'm hoping. Uh, yeah, I got to get out. I haven't seen my buddies in Tucson for a while, and I usually go out there in the winter, and well, had some problems, so didn't. Doctor wouldn't let me, and I really probably wasn't fit to drive. So, yeah, I'm really hoping to get to Tucson soon. Yeah, And another thing is a little place called Tucumcari, New Mexico. Loretta's Loretta's Burrito Company, and best huevos rancheros hands down anywhere. And it's been too long for me to have a plate full of that. So Loretta, if you're watching, darling, I'm heading your way soon. I hope. Yeah, she'll even take you back in the kitchen. She'll show you how she makes the gravy, and it's like yeah, it's not bought off the truck. It's like done right. Good job, Loretta. Smoking the Largo Sun Grown that I put some rum in, and after it's still it's tasting pretty good. It's set probably about 2.5 months now. I smoked a little bit of it on and off, but it's tasting pretty good. Ain't got much more to say today. Got kind of a different video coming for you Friday, and maybe a little bit of a different one Monday. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. But um, as I've said before, I do some writing. I've probably wrote about I don't know 1,000 songs. I don't know, I have stacks of songs. That's why that's the only reason I really play the guitar, and I use the word play loosely there. Yeah, not very good at it, but it's something I like to do. So I also enjoy writing. I'd really like to write a book, but I read a lot of short stories, good, bad, or the other. But I'd like to share some. I've talked about it before, so I think Monday I'm going to do what I'm going to call I think I'm going to call it a reading in a briar, and they'll be short, so as not to wear on someone because maybe it will. We'll find out. Um, but I, you know, and I was thinking of ways to do it. Make a little cinematography thing out of it. But then I went, what? No, we're just gonna read it and have a smoke. Probably be doing a pipe though. Since we're gonna call it a reading and a briar, we should probably do a pipe. Anyway, so for now, me and my owl cup gonna bid you an hasta luego, I believe, and we're gonna catch you in the next one. Thanks.